Hello and welcome. There was call. There was call. I really appreciate when people let me know that they enjoy something that I do and that they want to see more because then it makes it really easy for me to decide if I should do more of the thing, especially if the thing that is, in question is something that I thoroughly enjoyed. This is going to be the Warsim series. The really convenient thing about doing a Warsim series, at least so far, is that I have a very convenient end point. I know exactly when things are going to end. It's going to end with this playthrough, meaning at the end of the 100 years. Skyrim mod. What is this? YouTube. Enter the name of the save file you would like to load. Okay, that is it. So we have 99 years remaining. The other convenient thing about doing a War Sim playthrough is I think that doing 1 year per episode for now will work out. There's a lot of things you can do and a lot of nuance. It's a lot of things to kind of sink our teeth into. For the first little while, I think I'll do 1 year per episode until I start to sort of pick up what I'm supposed to be doing, what I'm supposed to be prioritizing. And then we'll go from there. Maybe I'll eventually ramp up to 2 years per playthrough per episode. So that's how I'm going to do things for now. It's very convenient, and it just makes organization very easy for me. So when we left off, we had done exactly 1 year in our 100 years campaign of what's my character's name? I don't even know. How do I even figure that out? It's not really relevant right now. But yeah, I guess Big Simple is my name. I think that's right. And we're the Baron of our land. We had done a battle and lost terribly. By the way, if you're just joining me now and want to see the first part is the Let's Try, which you can consider in episode 0 or episode 1. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll as we are. So I really want to figure out how to arrange trade routes, but I also think that recruiting, selling, and disbanding troops is going to be something we need to do, something I didn't even touch on in my Let's Try. So hire units, sell units, disband units, disarm or convert units. Disarm or convert units. Isn't that interesting? Hire units. You look at hiring troops from various groups within Dragonhold. Hire peasants from the local militia. 32 gold, 333 available. I have a feeling that peasants are kind of like a neutral unit that you can pull from for pretty much anything. They are like the people in my land, so they don't have to just be troops. They could be something else. So I might be a little bit hesitant to just turn them all into troops, but anyway. Hire soldiers from the local guilds and forts. That's 76 gold, 300 available. That might be a bit better. I can see myself doing that. It's a bit more expensive. Hire knights from the noble houses. Hire bandits from your prison. 10 gold, 81 available. I wonder how good a bandit warrior is. Hire tribal goblins from the local goblin slaver. That doesn't sound good. Build a foreign mercenary hall to be able to hire foreign mercenaries. If I press X, will that do it? Invalid input, please re-enter. Okay, well, that answers that question. I think I want to hire soldiers from the local guilds and forts. It's not too expensive. How many would you like to buy? Oh, 76 per head. Oh. Okay, well then in that case, I should rethink things a little bit. I think I will hire some peasants. Knowing it's 30 a head, I think I might just do 20. That would be like, what, 600 gold? 640 gold plus 20 peasants. Hire 20 peasants. Oh, hire peasants from the local militia. That's a weird. Does that mean I just lost some militia? I'm not sure. We'll get back to this. I'm going to be learning this. I'm a kind of a slow learner, and obviously I'll be reading comments from people. I think my favorite comment was, wow, someone who plays Warsim not like a psycho. I appreciate that. And I will continue to not, I assume you mean basically don't kill every single person you encounter. I'll continue to try and play this with sort of a tone of level-headedness, and because I want to learn how to be, how to get good at this game and how to play it well. So disarm or convert units. Recruitment upgrades. Let's look at recruitment upgrades. Good to know these things. Militia recruitment signs. I seem to recall that dissuaded peasants from liking me a little bit. Nobility posts. 150 gold, 1 in 20 chance of recruiting a knight each turn. Small market favor. Unit price is 10% more likely to drop each year. It's kind of tempting. Let's do that. Small market favor. That sounds good. Unit price is 10% more likely to drop each year. Sounds good. I wonder if there's trading in this, not just like setting up trade routes, but also like you can buy low, sell high kind of thing. I kind of want to visit the arena first and then explore realm second. Let's do that. I'm gonna bet on a little bit. We're gonna bet on the Grand Champion. I did look a little bit into this. I'm trying not to spoil myself a little bit, but I wanted to find a basic guide. I did not find a basic guide. However, I did find something that gives you a couple clues about who you should bet on. I think the Grand Champion is kind of very much a coin flip bet, but I could be wrong about that. Anoint the Grand Champion. Hire the Grand Champion as one of your personal champions. Grand Champion statistics. Well, I mean, that's something to look at. Strength 60, wins 1. Well, this is the one that won over our last champion, the one we lost on. View their residence. Grand Champion lives in a small town house on the outskirts of where the arena is located. It's a small, humble accommodation that one can only hope is temporary. Look at their titles. 8-man tournament wins 0. 16-man tournament wins 0. 32-man tournament wins 0. And so on. And let's look at their backstory. I like to fish as well as destroy kingdoms. That's pretty good. Maybe I should hire them. They might be, kind of a worthy member of my troop, considering they like to destroy kingdoms. Have the Grand Champion executed. Well, how about we watch them fight before we bet on them? What a novel concept. The crowd scream and shout as the two warriors emerge and charge towards each other, intent to kill. There is much tension and anticipation in the air. Isaac Scalfason takes a blow on the head. Wow. Umarus, the war singer, cracks Isaac Scalfason on the head. Umarus, the war singer, swings but misses Isaac Scalfason. The crowd cheers and shout for Isaac Scalfason. Go, Isaac! Oof. Umarus, the war singer, swings and stabs Isaac Scalfason hard, dealing 64 damage. Umarus, the war singer swings for Isaac, but slips and slightly misses. Umarus gets a decent hit on Isaac. Isaac, I'm glad I watched you before I bet on you. Umarus, the warsinger, gets a light hit on Isaac. Isaac is yet to land even a single blow. They are struck on the head. They're dead. Isaac, you are worthless. I should have hired you. I know that's backwards, but Isaac Scalfason is defeated and lifeless on the ground. The mighty Grand Champion, has lost his title. Now a new fighter takes the mantle. How long will they last? Okay, so again, the Grand Champion fight has already taken place. Cannot currently challenge the Grand Champion. So that's it. There's only the one Grand Champion fight. Sucks. Should have bet against them. Let's bet on a fight. I know a little bit about how to bet. Speak to the arena owner, Iramir, the regretful war chanter. Watch fight events all at once. I don't know. Let's not do that. Attack the arena, excuse me. You pay the gold fee to watch the fight. I wanted to bet. Who would you like to bet on? Infamous Peasant or Bandit Minotaur? I think I want to bet on Infamous Peasant. There's a few things about how something is, or a person is described that tells you a little bit about what you can expect from them. So I'm going to bet on the Peasant. I know maybe the Minotaur is better, but we're going to try this. I'm going to bet 50 gold. I'm just dipping my toes for now. Let's see. Well, see, I'm glad I only bet 50 gold. The infamous peasant is already dead. Maybe the bandit would have been better. Makes sense, actually. The bandit's more likely to have combat prowess. Alright, bet on a fight. Let's bet on a fight. Two-headed masked mine bloodling. Two-headed bloodling warrior. Let's do the warrior. And I feel pretty confident about this bet, so I'm going to bet 200 gold. I think the warrior's prone to win. Two-headed bloodling warrior trips over. Oh, that's not good. Oh, two-headed bloodling warrior gets a pair. Very fast strikes on two-headed masked mine bloodling. Two-headed masked mine bloodling slips briefly, but that's all it takes. Two-headed bloodling warrior slices his head clean off. Excellent. You win 300 gold from your bet. All right, let's do one more. And if it's an obvious, if it feels a bit obvious who's going to win there, then I'll bet. Holy Tropical Toucan Man Champion. That sounds very good. But Sir Valcor Gwydion is a knight, apparently. I feel like the champion is just an obvious bet here, and I'm going to bet another 200 gold. Holy Tropical Toucan Man Champion points his blade towards Sir Valcor Gwydion and grins. Some members of the crowd hold up a banner with the words, "We bet on Holy Tropical Toucan Man Champion." Sir Valcor Gwydion strikes Holy Tropical Toucan Man Champion twice as hard as possible. Ouch. Look at how much health Holy Tropical Toucan Man Champion has. The champion gets an effortlessly well-placed pair of strikes on Sir Valcor. Then he hits Sir Valcor twice from an unexpected direction. Gets a head hit on Sir Valcor. They gets a quick but sharp hit on Holy... Oh, okay, so Holy Tropical Toucan Man took 9 damage. The crowd starts chanting, "Holy Tropical Toucan Man Champion! Holy Tropical Toucan Man Champion!" What a thing to say.
Overkill!
Oh. Holy Tropical Toucan Man Champion strikes Sir Valcor Gwydion on the head with incredible force. They are the winner. I win 300 gold for my bet. Alright, that's good for now. We won a little bit of money, which is nice. Let's visit the throne room. Send in the next visitor, please. You are visited by a man who claims to be from the Blackmarket. You must free the folk of the Blackmarket from the oppressor. Dilkar, the goblin, travel northward and save us. Thank him for the information. Okay, we have to travel northward then. The man shouts, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," before dashing out of the throne room. Let's do our explorations. While I have that in my mind, we have to travel northern. The near north. So I'm not really sure about this interface, like I don't really understand. The near north is a cold place, though mild compared to the rest of the north. The place is filled with forts and places of violence such as the Brawler's Pit and the Thick Blood Tavern. So we could visit the Slaver's Fort. You arrive at the Slaver's Fort. There are many men and slaves here. The fort is guarded by an army of slavers and slave soldiers. And all around you, you see rich merchants and pretty lords bargaining for slaves. Buy slaves? We could buy some slaves. I don't know how I feel about that. Buy slave soldiers. Attack them. View punishment wall. Punishment wall is where disobedient slaves are taken and chained here. They are left to rot until nothing but bones remain as a warning to the other slaves. Okay, well, let's, I'll buy some slave soldiers. I have some problems with that, but that's fine. I'm going to buy 30. It's 150 gold and I get 30 slave soldiers. I guess, you know, if you're king, you gotta make compromises. So we did manage to explore a little bit more, and we found the black market. So apparently the black market does have some goblin slaves that we should, we have been asked to free. You find a bustling market with all kinds of shady activities. taking place, there are many strange wares and services being offered, all under the guard of a hardened group of local bandits and thieves. Visit the slums, visit the Drakrow, visit the Guildrow, visit the Blackrow, visit the Fighters District, attack the Blackmarket, the Central District. Well, what can we do here? You enter into the slums on the outskirts of the black market. Here are all manner of desolate scum and unfortunate waste of human life exists. There are currently 1,011 people here. Attempt to hire some scum. Sure, let's hire some scum. Enter, okay. 10 gold each. Word gets around and you find before you your potential hirings, a total of 16 men available for 10 gold each. Okay, well, let's hire all of them. 160 gold plus 16 peasants. There are no local scum here to hire. Visit the Old Wizard's Tower. You approach what is known as the Old Wizard's Tower. It is known that in its early history, the newly established black market fell under the rule of a dark, twisted wizard. It is said that none could leave, and all through the day and night the wizard would commit experiments on the locals. Eventually, a local bandit gathered a band of warriors and broke into the tower in the night. Most were slain, but they defeated the dark wizard. Soon after, the black market fell into bandit rule. Okay, so let's visit the slaver's post. Speak to the local slaver. Arrange a slave fight. Very slave happy, this game. You ask to speak to the slaver who runs the post, and a brutish man approaches. I am Skug. What? Who are you? I already told you. I am Skug. Where'd you get your slaves? We snatch up local folk around, found out at night. Most of these folks are starving and sick. They are slaves to their misfortune already. I just make my money putting them into work. I'm really a good guy. What do the locals think about you? I'm a monster. They think I'm a monster. He pauses for a moment, then walks out into the broad daylight of the slums and shouts, Next person who calls me a monster, I'll eat your damned kids and use their rotten bones to kill you with. Holy jeez, dude. Tell me about the slums. They should call it the scums. I feel at home here. How can you be a slaver? This world is too harsh for kindness. I cannot care for any other, as we all play the same game. Survival. I will survive. I don't care about anyone else. How did you come to rule this post? Last leader had an accident. I see. That was fun. We could buy some slaves. What is arrange a slave fight? Why do we want to do that? Why would someone want to do that? Skug, the owner of the slaver's post, approaches and asks you how many you want. He says there are a total of 158 men available for 5 gold per head. You can afford all 158 of them. I can, but I don't think I want to. I'll buy 30. We're buying slaves. Just because I buy slaves does not mean that I condone owning people. I just listen. We can maybe I'm buying them to free them. Okay, like that's an option as well. The other option is to attack the black market, but then there's a moral question of how many people I'm sending to die fighting the black market. Being one who has a lot of money in this circumstance, I feel like it would be just, better to buy them and then, free them. That would obviously be the most moral thing to do, but I don't know if I can free them. We'll see what happens later. Visit Chelob's Well. Oh, I've heard of Chelob's Well. Chelob's Well is a pain in the butt, as I understand it. You approach Chelob's Well, a location known to house the beast known as Chelob. None have been able to answer his riddles, but it is said that those who do will earn themselves his vast fortune. Call Chelob and attempt his riddles. You await, and soon before you is a horror of a creature, the one known as Chelob. He screeches, You hath called, so be it. I shall speak, and you shall answer, and if right, you'll have my cancer. Excuse me? What race am I? Half human, half goblin. Half human, half orc. Half orc, half goblin. Ghoul, orc. I'm pretty sure he's not goblin because based on the sound alone, ears, I don't know, suggest orc. I'd say, well, I'd say half human, half orc. I'm going to go with that. Returns to his well, declaring you very unworthy. Okay. He was probably goblin. Oh well. Visit the abandoned building. It's nothing more than rubble and dust. Very good. Donate gold to the slums. Sure. You approach a group of people collecting gold for the slums. Donate 100 gold to the slums. How much gold is needed to improve the slums? You currently have 0 gold collected and need a total of 25,000 gold to fully bring the slums out of depravity. We will take anything we can get. Well, I can't do that yet. So I guess I'll donate 100 for now. Visit the bug hunter's hut. You visit a small shack nested among the slum houses. You see a small sign that says Bug Hunter on the outside. Enter the hut. You enter the hut and are met with a man who identifies himself as Nicholas. He has a thick beard and is wearing a blindfold. Who are you? I'm Nicholas, master bug hunter and resident of this black market. Who runs the black market? I don't really bother myself with the politics of the black market unless there are bugs in it. Tell me about the black market. Ah, the black market. Not as bug-ridden as it used to be, but there's always something new trying to fester here. Not on my watch. What do you do? I am a bug hunter. I live here and go out hunting bugs by night. I have been chronicled for my deeds many times by the kings of this land. Few bugs survive my crossing path. Tell me about Blackrow. Blackrow. I haven't been in a while, but it's bug-free, so you don't have to worry. Guildrow. Guildrow. They say it's a nice place, but that school of history is infested with bugs. Yuck. Tell me about the slums. Slums. As dirty as they are, we have no bugs here, so I'm not going to complain. Why do you hate bugs? I don't hate them. I can live alongside them, but they are annoying. No one else seems to be doing much, so I've taken it on myself to get rid of as many as I can. Okay, it's just some really fun little stories in this game. That's all. In a way, that's more that than anything else. Let's visit the smoking hut. You visit a small hovel out to the side on its own. You see a straight line of smoke bellowing from the miniature tower tucked into the building. You enter the hut and are met by a strange-looking man with red eyes. He smiles. There is a strange smell in the hut, and in the corner you notice a pile of prickly leaves being burned in a small pit. Who are you? I am just a humble leaf burner. My name is Urkland. Who runs the black market? Wait, we have a leader? I thought this was a commune or something. Damn. Tell me about the black market. The black market is the best place. I was born here and I'll die here. What do you do? I go out and collect prickly leaves. I sell big loads of them and then hibernate with the rest for several weeks, enjoying the smoke and living as a king. Tell me about Blackrow. Blackrow, not really gone there much. It's a sketchy place. Guildrow? Guildrow, that's cool to go there sometimes and listen to the educated people talk about stuff. I've even sneaked into some of the classes held in the History Guild. Do you know people existed before us? Crazy. What about the slums? It's a bit smelly at times, but it's home, and truth be told, avoid the slavers, and it's not as rough a place as it seems. Thank you, Smoke Man. Thank you for your wisdom. Visit the slum pit. Sure. You visit a place known as the Slum Pit, a small dingy pit in the ground where various slum folk fight for fun. Watch a fight. Old Orison the champion, Osaren, the champion of winds, lands a bone-shattering punch on the opponent. Kaiden, the hopelessly lost, lands a bone-shattering punch on the opponent. They're punching each other. They do be punching each other. The fighting is over. The winner of the fight is Old Orosen, the champion of winds. Ask the winning fighter to be one of your champions. Sure. Old Osarin, sorry, the champion of winds agrees to become one of your champions for a cost of 96 gold. Sure, why not? Speak to onlooker. What? Never seen the slum pit before? Sometimes the guards come down to watch the fights. No one cares. These are slum folk, after all. I'm so glad this is free, not like that fight pit in the fighters district. Okay, so the last thing is, I guess, speak to a random local, which I have a funny feeling I understand what it will be. The slums aren't so bad if you're not an idiot. Unfortunately, most are. Okay. So that was the slums. There's a lot going on here. That was just the slums. Then there's the dock row. As you pass into dock row, you see a drunk man stumble along the docks and fall straight into the water. He quickly climbs out. Many local dock workers are laughing. Oof. Visit the ruins of the Count's Arms. Visit the Seer of Mines, Long Serpent, East Dock Company, Black Wall, Hall of Goblin Heroes, Hat Maker's Shop, Watchtower, Abandoned Building, Mag's Soup Kitchen, Abandoned Row of Houses. Speak to a random local, sure. Dock Row is a good place, truth be told. We get rowdy sometimes, but it's all good-natured. So, I've seen some old-looking tombs in that bookshop, like, very old. Where's that bookshop? Rare Tombs is currently closed. Bummer. The Fighters District. We could check out the Fighters District. What about the Central District? You enter into the Central District of the Blackmarket, the home of the Blackmarket ruler and his castle, which sits central and towering. The district is filled to the brim with people of all kinds: merchants, slavers, traders, bandits, wanderers, and all others who are likely to up to no good. We could hire a local bandit, visit the gambling den, play sudden death, listen to the magnificent Wolf Thorensen, visit the market stalls, the gallows, ask if anyone will join you. 9 chances left. Sure. You ask around if anyone in the black market will join you. A merry bandit of 12 goblins joins you. A pair of bandits joins you. Wow, we got some goblins and 2 bandits. Let's ask some more. No one seems interested. A local gang of 10 bandits join you. Nice. There's the century clock. Visit the black market leader's den. Ask about the black market garrison. Sure. Whoops, wrong button there. You speak to one of the black market garrison guards, who informs you that the garrison is made up of 1,550 market guards, 100 bandit mercenaries. Visit the black market garrison den. Sure. You approach the den of the black market leader, Dilkar, the goblin. I'm pretty sure this is who I was sent to deal with. And see a door guarded by 2 goblin spearmen. They ask your business. I wish to speak to Dilkar, the goblin. Alrighty then, you may pass, one of the goblins says, and they move alongside and allow you in. You enter the den of the black market ruler Dilkar, the goblin. He appears from the darkness. What fool has disturbed me? What do you want? Who are you? He snarls at you. Tell me about the black market. I'm here to give you direction. I'm here to give you directions, fool. I feel like that should read, I'm not here to give you directions. But I would like to trade with the black market. No. What is your favorite district to me? Here. What a stupid question. Don't ask again. Surrender to me. I feel like this is a death wish question. Dead man. Try it. Okay, well, I'm glad I got to leave, honestly. Gerald City Tours. Let's do that. You enter a small dingy shack marked Gerald City Tours, and a wiry man named Gerald pops up and greets you, asking if you're here for a private tour of the market. What is this place? This is Gerald City Tours. For the low price of 10 gold, I will show you around the market. Yes, hello. Pay for a tour of the market. Who are you? Tell me who you are. I'm Gerald, a local born and raised here with a deep knowledge of the local area. Come and follow me and get a real authentic look at the market. Sure, you know what? Why not? Oh, wonderful. Prepare for a fun-filled tour. We shall go district by district, starting with the slums. I've already been to the slums. Slums is one of the lowlier areas of the market, filled with poor folk who won't be here for too long. This place isn't often visited by many other than slum folk for its depravity and smell. It was actually once the center of the market in its early days. Here is the old Wizard's Tower, a ruin that towers over the slums. Excuse the pun. It was home of a great wizard who used to rule the market when it was in its infancy, but in time, a group of bandits overthrew him, and the market began to resemble what we now know today. Now the tower ruins have been picked clean. This is the home of a very famous local of the slums, a beast known as Chilab. The creature asks riddles and strange questions, rewarding the one who guesses them correctly, a grand prize. Home of the local bug hunter Niklas, one of many working to make this place completely bug-free for everyone. Much to the appreciation of the locals. This concludes our slums tour. Now moving on to the next district. We now enter Dock Row, a place that, if you can't tell by the name, is the local dock, full of visiting ships, sea traders, sailors, and several businesses. One of the most well-known of the local businesses is Allen's Rare Tombs, a prestigious bookshop selling rare and coveted tombs from around the realm, though the shop's opening times are a mystery to many. Dock Row once had a tavern, known as the Count's Arms, but it was destroyed during a dock-wide brawl between some pirate groups. Since then, no one has been willing to open another tavern here, and the locals have had to drink in other districts. The East Dock Company is the primary enterprise in the docks, a local company that trades a wide range of wares between ports and settlements. East Dock Company, that seems to be, to me, where I would want to go to maybe establish a trade route. Maybe? It hires a large number of local people and is very well respected. This is known as the Black Wall, a strange mural that existed long before any of us lived. The mural commemorates a hero known as Ed, who is said to have saved the market from rat folk. We won't get too close, but we also have the Goblin Hall of Heroes, which is a local commemoration of goblin kind. Not everyone around here likes goblin businesses, though, so we see trouble. This is the hat maker's shop. Not a lot of hat wearers, but if they get a hat, it was probably from here. This is Mag's, a local food place, though I wouldn't recommend it. The last time I went, I puked for 3 days. And on that wonderful note, we move on. Next stop is Guild Row, the district of education and wealth. We enter Guild Row, a wealthy district within the market known for its vast guilds and centers of education, and also for holding the treasury and newspaper office. That first building there is the Dragon's Kneecap, a famed local tavern owned by an elf-hating elf. An elf-hating elf, believe it or not. The place always has something going on. Give me 1 second here. The second building there is the local chapter of the Musicians Guild, always a loud swath of noises coming from within at any given moment. The third building is the local treasury of the market. It's protected, so don't get any ideas, haha. This is where much of the market's loose wealth is stored. The fourth building is the Guild of Mages, a sect of strange magic users who keep to themselves. A scary bunch, truth be told. The fifth building is the Shipbuilders Guild, where some of the boats back in Dock Row were built, though the guild is not as active as it once was. The sixth building is the famed History Guild, where his students from around the realm come to learn about history and their ancestors. The seventh building here is the Hall of Zoology, a place filled with those who study animals and beasts, many talented folk inside those walls. And finally, our last stop here is the Blackmarket Herald Office. This is where our one and only newspaper is produced and distributed. This concludes our tour of Guild Row. We are going to skip Black Row as our tour doesn't cover the area, but I urge you not to go there yourself. The place is terrifying. We will instead move straight on to the Fighters District. A district that was late joining the market and caters to fans of violence and gore. Here many pit fights can take place, and many warriors are vying to be the next champion. There isn't much to show here, to be honest. The crowning gem of the district is its fight pit. We also have the Pitside Tavern, which neighbors the pit and is always full of rowdy men post-fight. The only other noteworthy place in the district is the Swordsman's Companion Sword Shop, the last standing weapon shop in the district following a violent riot. That basically concludes the Fighters District. So, without any further ado, we head back to where we started and tour the last part of the market, the Central District. Here we are, the Central District, my home and the home of our ruler, too. The district is more known for its people than its locations, such as the great Gar Galak, Wolf Thorensen, and others. Here you can gamble your money away, listen to music, or get advice. We also have a large number of stalls here in the market, selling everything from fruit and books to magical orbs and strange mushrooms. Here we have the celebration clock. Now you may not know, but every century we have a huge festival here at the Black Market. This clock counts down how long until it comes. And a morbid note to end on, but as we aren't allowed to visit the leader's den, we end the tour here at the gallows, where those who cross the ruler are dealt with. I hope you have enjoyed the tour and learned something new about the market. Happy exploring, and remember, you should probably avoid Blackrow. Good to know. That was a very thorough tour, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about it. But I definitely wanted to do that. I figured that was going to be one of the quicker ways to kind of get through things. And I did learn something. I learned that I want to go back to Docrow. Seer of Mines, Long Serpent, East Dock Company. You enter the East Dock Company headquarters, a well-decorated building with barrels of goods from all corners of the realm. Speak to the company master. You approach the company master, who tells you his name is Arondir. He asks what you would like to discuss. Who are you? I am an Arondir. I cannot say from where I came, but I have grown my enterprise here in the Black Market and have done well for myself. Tell me about the Black Market. There are many places you should not tread without guards, but while the place is very unsafe, it has made me and many others rich on the chaos, though I will no doubt leave this place when the time is right. Tell me about the company. The company was built out of what regular brave sailors were doing decades ago. I was one of them. A company of adventurers used to sail and trade around the realm. After a few successes, we began expanding beyond a few men in a boat. We brought warehouses and ships and hired new crews, and before we knew it, the business was booming. It's waned in recent years, but we all still gained wealth beyond measure. Tell me about the shipping ventures. We can help you facilitate a shipping venture. If it succeeds, it can bring great riches. So that's what I would like to do. Let's arrange a shipping venture. You are given a list of options for potential ventures as well as rough chances of success. I wouldn't mind throwing down a bit of money here. There's a very easy, and then trade Orcish Ale is like 1,500 gold at medium. I think I'll start small and do a trade goblin jewelry, which is easy. Pay the gold, and the East Dock co-workers begin preparing for the trade venture. You enter, our ships are on a venture trading goblin jewelry. Okay, so nice. We're done here. Let's, we still have more chances to explore, and I would like to do that. We have 2 more chances to explore. We did find something else, Fort Northwatch, which has bandits in it. We'll talk to them. Fort Northwatch is a bandit fortress complex ruled by Palin the Trader. The fort is well defended and occupied by ruffians, bandits, and men of little honor. You are permitted entry to the fort. Speak to the leader of the fort. Learn about the fort's history. Watch a bandit brawl. Try to buy the fort. Yeah, how much? The fort is 120,000 gold. Nope. Let's talk to the leader. The leader of the Fort Northwatch refuses to meet you. However, one of the guards informs you you are welcome to stay longer if you wish. Speak to a local bandit. It's been far too long since we've been out on a raid. Hire a local bandit. You try to hire some of the bandits here, but are told there are none for hire. You'd better try the market or the mercenary post in the wild north. A helpful voice shouts. Watch a bandit brawl. Learn about the fort's history. Wow, there's quite a bit here. I'm going to do it because we're nearing the end of this year's potential, I think. Fort Northwatch is a fortress complex held by a bandit warlord known as Palin the Trader. The local bandits claim that before they held the fort, it was the project of a wealthy nobleman to restore an old fortress complex that belonged to an old northern group. or even possibly one of the old great clans. Palin and his men waited until the fort was nearly completed and then captured it from an army of paid workers and a handful of guards. The wealthy nobleman vowed revenge, but his gold had nearly run out building the fort, and he was unable to fight back. He was later captured trying to bribe other local bandits to overthrow Palin, and the fort has belonged to Palin since. That's pretty good. I like that. Let's do our last exploration. You find a pair of lost knights who appear to be wandering aimlessly. Upon seeing and recognizing you, they both fall to their knees and pledge to join. Nice. Excellent. So that's it for exploration. I kind of wouldn't mind visiting taking on a few more visitors just to cap things off. I might do a bit more gambling. Take your place on the throne. Call a meeting of the council. Let's call a meeting real quick. Diplomat Old Crow arrives. Goran Peichner arrives and kneels to you before standing and taking a seat on the council table. The steward, Nimrazur, the advocate, walks in looking tired and takes a seat. Ask a question about finances and harvest. I want a bigger harvest. Where can I find more slaves? What sources of income should I look to next? One word, raids. Find out who's got the biggest pockets and launch a raid. By the Demon Gate, if there's a group with a real ton of gold, you could send a mercenary group to raid them instead, making a profit and losing no troops. By the Demon Gate. I don't know where that is. I don't know if that's a turn of phrase in this. By the Demon Gate, if there's a group with a real ton of gold, you could send a... Maybe. Truce with bandits and other hostile groups. This will save you from losing gold at least. Bigger kingdom should produce more income, so conquer more lands. I want more trade. Not something I can advise on. Open up trade with anyone you can. The more trade route you have, the better, even with small villages or the wagon men. So how do we do that? We get people come to court sometimes representing different caravan groups. Seek them out and arrange it. Okay. Are there any ways to reduce expenditure? Now, I think that's good for now. About the wider realm, ask something else. End the meeting. Let's talk to some people. You are visited by a traveling bard. He asks to play a song on his vampiric lute. I am a decent musician. I shall play you a great and lengthy song. Ask him of his origins. One of my ancestors used to use the lute to lure travelers to his keep, where he would, make sure they were well fed and accommodated for their journey through our lands. Oh, what you thought? Oh, what you thought? 'Cause I'm a vampire, everyone in my family tree is a blood-sucking murderer? For shame. Ask his name. The bard reveals his name to be Talon. Offer to hire him as a member of your staff. Bard says he will work for 42 gold. He tells you his skill level as a bard is 79, amateur. Let's hear him play before I do that. Listen to the song. The bard nods and prepares to play for you. +1 relation to Musician's Guild. I am a decent musician. I shall play you a great and lengthy song. Well, we actually heard the whole song. The bard finishes and grins at you. That was a great performance. That was such a great performance. Pay him a bonus of 50 gold. Yeah. Pay him 50 gold. +1 relations to the Musician's Guild. Total relation is 2. Offer to hire him. I'll hire him. +5 relations to Musician's Guild. Well, we made lots of reputation gains with the Musician's Guild. Your guard brings forward a man who is accused of robbing from the poor and giving to himself. Ask him to explain himself. No, I didn't. They're lying, I swear. Ask the arresting guard for a statement. Your guard informs you he is a known criminal, my baron. His guilt is certain. To the dungeons with him. The man shouts, "No, I'm sorry, please don't do this," while being carried off by your guards. It is believed the man was guilty, +1 public opinion, +1 prisoner. You are visited by a crier who says a dispute needs to be settled. My job is to keep all in my village up to date on the latest news and business. I do my job and I do it well, but one villager doesn't like it, so he throws potatoes at me every time I speak. Have the villager warned. If he continues, have him arrested. The crier says, "Thank you, and sorry for bothering you. Also, I know it can be hard dealing with us low folk, but it really means a lot." I know. You're visited by a mad person who says, "The murderer is an admirable effort at preserving the true nature of man." Well, to the dungeons. The man lets off an aggressive sigh before falling to the floor dramatically. Your guards quickly carry him out. You are visited by a homeless beggar who claims one of your soldiers lost money to him in a bet and fled. He wants his due. This seems like a slippery slope. I would like to have names of the soldier, to pull their file up, have them sent in. Do they have a reputation? Do they have? Are they known for having, fled a bet before? More information. Come on, more information. I'll pay the gold. You order reparations to be paid. The gold is accepted, and then the homeless beggar says, "Thank you so much," and leaves. Send in the next visitor. You are visited by a man who claims one of your soldiers threw rocks at his children and called him little trolls. Wow. This one's only 11 gold? Sure. Rumors of your generosity spread, +1 opinion. You order reparations to be paid. The gold is accepted, and then the old man says, "No, thank you. I cannot believe it. Our ruler is a kind one. We are lucky." Currently one visitor waiting to see you. Guard have captured an escaped slave and brought them before you. It's still uncertain how they escaped. If the man can escape, he should be free.
Yeah!
You order the slave to be freed right away. The slave lifts his 2 arms up in the air and shouts, "Yeah!" in a deep voice before charging out of Yeah! Oh, man. There is no one here. And that seems to be basically it. Kingdom reports. Let's do a simple report from last year. You enlist 25 soldiers. We lost 207 peasants because they joined the rebellion. Oh God, we gotta do a little bit of diplomacy. Maybe we can let's talk to the independent territories. Like for instance, we're at war with the Holy Tropical Toucan folk. Let's talk to the Dark Kingdom. Your head diplomat, Old Crow, tells you that diplomatic action with the Dark Kingdom is not possible due to their unintelligent and savage nature. He confirms, however, that they seem to tolerate us. Troop tree, kingdom information. Okay, well, never mind. Royal Voivodeship of Marog. Let's try that. Leader information. You are not powerful enough to attempt vassalization. Declare war on them. Total units 3,000. Total wealth 6,000. Total lands 8. Trade and diplomacy. Voivode Narks, the Bronze Rider. Group race, 2-headed bloodlings. I see, they have 2 heads. Alliance. You send a request for an alliance with the Royal Voivodeship of Marog. Need at least 30 relations with them. Need to gain his trust. Can we do a trade agreement? 10 relation with them is required. Okay, let's send them a gift. Let's send them a small gift for now. Refuses your gift. You may try again, but it seems they have some kind of issue with you or your gift. We'll try a bigger gift. Send a bigger gift. Refuses your gift. Interesting. Can we hire troops? You're brought one of the royal voivodeship of Morog's troop. Who show you his troop. Hire 1 for 77 gold. Okay, maybe that's better. How many will you buy? If you enter too high, we'll buy... Okay. So we could buy a bunch of their troops. Let's buy 3 of them. We got 3 warriors. We lost a bit of gold. Did we gain any favor? I don't know. Faction relations 0. We didn't gain any favor with them. Okay, well, we'll have to figure that else later. We'll have to figure that out later. Declare war on them. You're not powerful enough. Unique locations. What is the unique locations? Oh, they have a bunch of places. They have a slaver post as well. Okay, well, they're done. Max domain. Let's talk to max domain real quick. Kingdom information. They have some wealth. Unique locations. You are not powerful enough. Trade and diplomacy. Alliance. Well, let's try a trade agreement first. The max domain, accept the trade deal on the promise you will kill and hang 3 peasants from your gates until they are nothing but bone. Kill and hang 3 peasants from your gates until they are bone. Okay. I know we lose a bit of public opinion, but trade is important. You order it to be done, and 3 peasants are snatched from your streets and hung from your gates. Rumors of the injustice spread quickly, and men curse your name across the lands. You now have a trade route with them. Nice. Okay, well that's progress. Let's visit. Can we maybe end some wars? Offer peace. Requires a soldier as emissary. Moderate success. Send a knight as an emissary. Send your diplomat. Moderate success. Send a knight. We'll send a knight. +2 chance due to Holy Tropical Toucan Folks domain leader personality. Friendly. -1 chance due to your -4 relation. Well, that makes sense. Your emissary carries your request for peace and is met by the ruler of Holy Tropical Toucan Folks domain. King Kono, who says, to make peace, we ask for a small amount of gold. Pay us a vergold of 400 and peace is yours. Yeah, that's very reasonable. Would you accept a lesser amount? I'm not going to chance that. I'm going to pay it. Peace is made. +4 public opinion. Now see, wasn't those 3 peasants worth it? Had nothing to do with this really, but I'm trying to make the, peace and diplomacy. So let's try trade. Would you agree to a trade? Are pleased to trade with you. King Kono sends a small token of goodwill to seal the deal. You now have a trade route with them. +16 relation. Very good. And we got some gold. Receive a small chest of gold sent directly from them. It's almost 1/4 of what we spent to make peace with them. Already, it's paying for itself. All right. So, can we make peace with one more, do you think? Tribal Council of Kakarun? Kakarot? Our relation is -8. Your head diplomat, Old Crow, tells you that diplomatic action with the Tribal Council of Kakarun is not possible due to their unintelligent and savage nature. They have 1,300 units. He confirms they dislike us and see us as the enemy. Okay, well, we'll have to figure that out later. So that was independent territories. There's then the Dragonhold militia. There's a lot here. Speak to the militia leader. Build upgrades to the militia. How much does that cost? More recruitment signs. Not yet. Not quite yet. And then there's adventurer groups. Gold soul ones. List of the current active adventuring groups you know of. You are welcome to try and contact them, but group of adventurers are notoriously difficult to find. Invite the Horde Breaker for a meeting. Try to get Kazobs, the Horde Breaker, to meet you, but we have no luck. Okay. I think we're good. This was a pretty good year of progress. I guess I'll talk. I could try. Oh, we're at truce with the thieving millipede raiders. We could try and make peace with one of the other bandits. You need 10,000 gold to bribe them to stop raiding you. Could risk our diplomat to make peace. View their relations with other factions. Their relations to the bandits is 5. Oh, their relation to Holy Tropical Toucan folk is at -7. Dark Kingdom -11. Voivodeship of Morag is -4. I wonder if we could make peace with some of their enemies and like kind of use that against them. Wow, relation to Azure Roses is 100. Aren't they Azure Roses? No, they're minor bandit camp. I thought they were Azure Roses. Yeah, they are. Okay. What about the Stone Heart Serpents? I don't have very much gold left. I think I should end the year, to be honest. There's Kluber the Goblin Slaver. Your head diplomat is not skilled enough to speak to the goblin clans. How do we improve some of our people? We could gamble what little money we have left. Let's do like one more good gamble. Servant, two-headed bloodling warrior, or legendary soldier. I feel like legendary soldier is an easy bet. I'm very certain of this. I'm gonna bet 500. This legendary soldier tries to attack but misses. Swings, but misses only slightly. The legendary soldier only has 50 health. The fight stops for a moment as a naked goblin streaks across the arena grounds before jumping over a barrier and escaping. Legendary soldier kicks servant two-headed bloodling warrior back hard. Oof. Yes, legendary soldier gets a loud strike on servant two-headed bloodling warrior. The crowd boo and shout at servant two-headed bloodling warrior.
Overkill.
And then he is killed. Breaks the parry instantly and gets a sharp blow. I won 750 gold from my bet. Solid. All right, that's a pretty good year, and we've now come to a full hour. So let's end the current year. We're also they're gonna ask us if we want to make war with some people. I kind of don't. I feel like I still need a bit more information. About some of these bandits. Goblin King. I don't know. These colors also kind of confuse me. I feel like they are just letting us know what kind of group they are, not like, for instance, how difficult they are to fight. We can attack the rebels. Maybe let's fight the rebels. They will come where the rebellion is no more. High chance of a tail. I kind of want to do another skirmish. I need more information on the rebels before I decide. We have a fair bit of territory behind them. Oh, 9 lands. They have 9 lands that we would need to capture before their capital. They have a decent chunk of gold in their vaults. So a raid is definitely worth consideration. Okay. Let's try a raid. Who are we sending to fight? Send everyone but my peasants. Would you like to send old Orison, the champion of winds, on the raid? Yes. My Baron, do you wish to watch the battle take place or just hear about it afterwards? I want to watch the battle. We'll do this for a little while. Plus 25 raid defense battle strength bonus for the rebels. Damn. Low likelihood of weather events during the battle.
Charge!
-2% initial battle strength bonus. Amidst pouring rain, your army very quickly marches out to meet its rival. Your army holds for a moment as there is some confusion. Then someone shouts charge and they rush forward. Yeah, this is a losing battle for sure. I definitely need to hire some more warriors before I try doing like raids and stuff. The rebels managed to push your forces back a little bit, slightly outfighting them. Oh Warsim, the champion of winds, is hit by a stray arrow to the head and killed instantly. Some of my soldiers are killed. We are chipping away at them nicely. The rebels break through the lines and manage to push your forces back. They manage to form an effective pincer and overrun the opponent's flanks. So that's a huge blow. And the battle is over. Rebels fight forward and gain the advantage, managing to completely overrun you. -4 relation with rebels. Troops you sent were all slain. So now I have no troops, I think. I cannot get an egghead report as the eggheads hate you. Maybe I need to improve my relation with the eggheads. View the battle reports. Rebels lost a total of 67 troops in battle. You lost a total of 164 troops in the battle. 555 of the 622 enemy troops survived the battle. Okay, well that's that. We are being attacked by bridge dead raiders. Do you want to see the battle, or you can catch the results? No, I don't want to watch that one. I think I'm in trouble, actually. They found victory against your forces today. -163 gold. Stop viewing battle reports. Read a simple, let's see an advanced report of our stuff. You pay 500 gold in alms to help many of the lowest folk. I got robbed. New goblin slaver known as Mirwin has set up shop in Dragonhold. Your defense palisades managed to prevent 5 raids from happening. Kluber, the goblin slayer, has been killed in what appears to be a revolt by his impoverished goblins. Dragonhold attempted to raid. We failed. We were raided. Your treasury has increased by 2,800 gold, and your bank has increased by 16 gold in interest. Man, interest sucks. All right. Well, that's that. And we are now officially on the 3rd year of this campaign. So quite a lot done. Quite a lot has been learned. Quite a lot still must be learned in order for me to rule effectively. I do have some faith that I'll be able to learn things in time before I am, killed as Baron. But maybe not. Maybe this is a fairly short campaign. But in any case, thank you everyone for recommending. First of all, thank you to the one commenter who recommended I try this game, and I am glad that people asked me to play this. I think this is a great game, and I'm looking forward to playing more. It's a great little story generator, which I really appreciate about it. If you're enjoying the series, definitely hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.